The Undying Warrior. The film opens with a brutal modern battlefield raid. A lone warrior tears through enemies with inhuman strength. Bullets slow him down but never stop him. His eyes glow with ancient rage as bones crack and blood flies. Soldiers whisper his code name, B. After the massacre, he collapses. Alive, healing, 80,000 years of war. Flashbacks reveal B's past across ancient civilizations. He fights with stone axes, swords, and spears. Each era ends in slaughter and isolation. He never ages, never dies, never rests. People worship him as a god or hunt him as a demon. His curse follows him through time. The deal, in the present, B works for a secret U.S. government program. He completes missions no human soldier can survive. In exchange, scientists study his immortality. B agrees only for one reason. He wants death. The agency promises answers about his origin, but they fear what he truly is, the voice in his head. B suffers violent blackouts after each mission. A primal voice urges him to kill everything around him. He chains himself during recovery to avoid massacres. Doctors observe, disturbed by his mental torment. The rage is not just instinct, it's inherited. Something ancient lives inside him. Origin of the curse. A major flashback reveals B's birth in prehistoric times. His mother was a mortal woman and a cruel war god. The god viewed B as a weapon, not a son. B was forced to kill tribes to prove his worth. Each murder fed the god's power. The curse began with divine blood, rebellion against the god. Young B finally rebels against his father. The god tries to destroy him but cannot. Instead, he binds B with immortality and rage. Live forever is my punishment, the god declares. B kills his father. But the curse remains. Freedom never comes. Scientific breakthrough. Modern scientists decode B's genetic anomaly. His cells regenerate through unknown energy patterns. This power seems older than physics itself. They theorize it is linked to forgotten gods. One scientist secretly contacts a private military group. Greed enters the equation. Betrayal. During a mission, B is ambushed by enhanced soldiers. They use weapons designed from his DNA. The government has been cloning his abilities. B realizes he has been lied to. His rage explodes beyond control. The facility becomes a slaughterhouse. The escape. B breaks free from captivity. He wipes out elite forces sent to stop him. Security footage shows him unstoppable. The world begins to notice something is wrong. Satellite images capture his destruction. A myth walks openly among men. The truth unleashed. A surviving scientist reveals ancient texts. B's curse is tied to dormant god energy. Other immortal beings once existed. Most were wiped out by humanity or each other. B is the last of his kind. And not all gods are dead. The return of the divine. A rival immortal awakens from centuries of sleep. Unlike B, he embraces his godhood. He wants to reclaim the world through chaos. He senses B's rage across the planet. Their destinies are bound by blood. A war of immortals begins. Collision of monsters. B and the immortal god clash in a ruined city. Their fight levels entire blocks. Neither can die, only suffer endlessly. The god mocks B's desire for death. You exist to destroy, he says. B refuses to accept it. Human cost. Civilians are caught in the chaos. B saves a child, hesitating for the first time. Memories of every innocent he has killed haunt him. The rage weakens when compassion surfaces. This terrifies him more than violence. Humanity may be his weakness, and hope, a possible end. Scientists discover a ritual tied to god energy. It could sever B's immortality permanently, but it requires immense sacrifice. B volunteers without hesitation. The agency wants to weaponize the ritual instead. Trust is shattered completely. Final betrayal. The government lures B into a trap. They plan to drain his power forever. The rival god attacks at the same time. Chaos erupts between gods and humans. B realizes humanity mirrors the gods' cruelty, but he fights for them anyway. The last stand. B battles both armies alone. Every wound heals slower than before. The ritual has already begun affecting him. Pain becomes permanent for the first time. He smiles through the suffering. This is what he wanted. Killing a god. He impales a rival god using ancient weapons. Divine blood poisons a battlefield. The god screams, realizing fear at last. He kills him, not as a monster, but a man. The sky clears as god energy fades. Something finally changes. Mortal again, B collapses, bleeding heavily. His wounds no longer heal. Doctor confirmed the impossible. He is mortal. For the first time in 80,000 years, he can die. He feels peace instead of rage. Silence replaces the voice in his head. Walking away, B rejects medals, titles, and control. He walks away from the world quietly. No longer a weapon, no longer a god. He chooses a simple life in isolation. Each day now has meaning. Time finally matters. Post-credit tease. Centuries-old ruins are uncovered. Ancient symbols glow once more. A heartbeat echoes beneath the earth. Another immortal stirs. The cycle may not be over. BRZRKR will return.